dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, high winds and a wintry mix are possible in the mountains before the end of the weekend. We could see a little bit of everything. It's a first alert weather day, and meteorologist Cameron Aaron is here with more on what to expect. Cameron?
Yes, Steve, a busy forecast on the way into this weekend. We could see some heavy rainfall, some gusty winds, and possibly a few snowflakes before it's all said and done. So be sure to enjoy the sunshine this afternoon. Here's a live look from Buffalo Mountain, and you can see those high clouds are increasing ahead of that next weather system as we go into your Saturday, also on Sunday. And check out these temperatures December the 8th, and we have temperatures in the 60s across the mountains, up to 63 for Pikeville, also Jackson, 64 in Somerset, also Manchester, and 60 over in London. So we are well above average on this Friday afternoon. Up on the radar, we are dry, but that next weather system is getting its act together over portions of the Midwest. Notice that area of low pressure close to Oklahoma City, and that will be our next rainmaker, also wind maker, as we go into this weekend. More showers likely, also some more gusty winds, and that is why we have a first alert weather day in place tomorrow, also on Sunday. So be sure to have that first alert weather app on standby. The severe weather threat is very, very low. It's never zero, but for most of us, we see some heavier showers, some gusty straight line winds, and also possibly some wintry mix in some areas by late Sunday, also early on Monday. Once this system passes, we are smooth sailing into next week, but we are a little bit cooler. Those details plus your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, I guess enjoy this evening before the changes arrive. Thank you, Cameron. Well, one heavily traveled route crossing Pine Mountain in Letcher County is undergoing maintenance by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. State officials are advising folks to follow safety measures. Contractors have just recently finished embankment repairs on U.S. Highway 119. As a result, there are some spots without guardrails right now. Shantana Woodward with the Department of Highways says people should look out for traffic cones.
We currently have some safety measures in place. We have barrels and cones there up. Please be mindful of those. Watch for signage that's out there. Continue to slow down, use caution.
Woodward says they have a contractor that will soon reinstall those guardrails in the same spots. Some members of the community remain concerned, though, about the conditions of the road as we head into the colder months. We'll have more about their concerns tonight at 6. For the past 2 days, Kentucky State Police Post 13 has hosted its Shop with a Trooper event, shopping with more than 100 kids in its service area. The students from several different schools had the opportunity to hang out with troopers today at the Hazard Walmart, getting to pick out $150 worth of toys, clothes, or anything they need. KSB Public Information Officer Matt Gayhart says he looks forward to this event each year.
It helps the children in our community, and we will always put our main focus on the kids right here in our backyards. So for us to be able to help them out and show them a different side of law enforcement that they may see on a daily basis.
Gayhart says the amount each child is allotted each year depends on how well their fundraising events go during the year, saying they could not do anything without the support of the community. President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, has been indicted on 9 tax charges in California. The special counsel on the case, David Weiss, says Hunter Biden is believed to have spent millions on an extravagant lifestyle rather than paying taxes. It alleges Biden engaged in a 4-year scheme to avoid paying at least $1.4 million in federal taxes. The charges are in addition to federal firearms charges in Delaware.
If you willfully fail to file your tax returns, willfully defraud the IRS of certain amounts of money, and claim deductions that you are not warranted, that is a crime. So these are serious charges.
If convicted on all counts, Hunter Biden could face up to 17 years in prison. He's already under subpoena to give closed-door testimony on Capitol Hill next week as part of the House Republican impeachment inquiry into his father. In Israel, explosions can be heard as the Iron Dome intercepts rockets fired from Gaza. The conflict is now in its 3rd month, and Israeli forces are squeezing Gaza's main cities. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres took the unprecedented step of invoking Article 99 of the UN Charter, which allows him to convene the Security Council over any matter that he sees as threatening the maintenance of international peace and security.
Some 130 hostages are still held captive, and I call for their immediate and unconditional release, as well as their humane treatment and visits from the international community of the Red Cross until they are freed. At the same time, the brutality perpetrated by Hamas can never justify the collective punishment of the Palestinian people.
Officials in Gaza say more than 17,000 people have been killed since October 7th. Coming up on First at 4, 2 rockets hit the United States Embassy in Baghdad earlier today.
Plus, we have a first alert weather day in place for this weekend. Your forecast coming up after this break.